Hello guys, in this video we are discussing number of ways problem. This problem based upon recursion. So how we can solve this question? First of all, we see the approach of this question, and after that we see the code of this question. So guys, in this question, like Sandhya is running up to a staircase with n steps and can hope jump either one step, two step or three steps at a time. You have to count how many possible ways Sandhya can run up to the stairs. So guys, there are this type situation here. This is our first stair. This is second. This is third. And this is fourth stair. Okay guys. So visualize this. So this is first, second, third and fourth. So if the number of stairs is 4 here, so the number of ways in answer you can see here 7. So how we can get the 7 result? Guys, there are one way of doing this, like here to reach this position. So one is simple, one step, two step, three step and four step. This first one. Okay guys. So after that, this is one possibility. One is one, one and the jump of two. Second case. And after that, there are one more possibility. Here to jump two steps, then after one and one. So third one. Then one to one. First of all, one step, then two step jump, then one step. So after this is also done. After that, there are one step, and after this, three steps. Okay, because it can be one step, two step, and three steps. So after that, you can see here there are one more possibility like one three steps jump, then after one step, this one, and last two step, and after that two steps. So this is total seven possibility, guys. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. That can be possible to reach from the 0th position to the 4th position. Okay. So how we can write the code of this question according to these conditions? So guys, in this question, first of all, we find out the base condition of this question. So what will be the base condition of this question? So if our, like first of all, n here is 4, 4 step is here. Okay. So what is the 4 step means? Because first of all, we are at this position, and if we cover the first step, then the number of step remaining is 3. After the come on this, then the number of step remaining 2. After this step, number of step remain 1. After that, number of step remain 0. Okay. So we can say that if our value of n is 0, then we can say at that time our one possibility is done. We reach at this position successfully. So this may be our base condition. Okay guys. So in the recursion question, one base condition that we apply in code for avoiding the infinite loop. Okay. So this is our base condition. If our n is equal to 0, at that time we can return like this is our one count done, because we reach at the bottom, sorry, at the end of our tree, end of our, like at this position. So this is our one count because we reach at the end position of our stair. So after that, if our n value is negative, like we are at this position, okay guys, assume this position also. If we are at this position and we take the jump of the two position, so this is not a good possibility. Like we avoiding this position and we jump out of the stair. So at that time we can say that if our n value is less than 0, means if we cover, if we avoid this position and we go to the out of that last position, then we can say that we go to in the minus condition. So at that time, if n is less than 0, then we can simply say that this is not our count, because we not reach at this position. We avoid this and we reach the beyond of this last step. So this is our not possibility. Like we are at here and we take the jump of the two position. At that time, we not take our destination, and this is not our possibility. So this is our base condition. If n reach at the 0, then we can say that it return 1, because we successfully reach in our destination. And if the value is negative, then we can say that this is not our case. So for the using this, we return the code of this question, and after that I describe the whole steps, like what are happening in this question. So I am opening the second slide. So guys, you can see here in this question. So at here, this is our scanner class for the input taking. And after that, this is our main method. And I am creating a scanner class object for the input taking. And the value of step like here is 4. N value is 4 here. Okay. So I am storing the value in N. Okay. So after that, this is our method code. Count weighs N. So I am passing 4 value in this N. And this method returns some result. That result I am printing here. So you can store like this int x is equal to count weighs N, and after that you can system.out.println x. So I am avoiding this step and simply print this. The function that return any value, that is print. So where is this function count weighs N? This is our recursive function. So what are happening in this question, guys? So we are passing the n value integer type, and if our n value is less than 0, that condition like we avoid our last destination and jump to the last position, to the outward the our stairs. At that time we can return 0, because this is not our count. So if our n is equal to n equal to 0, at that time we can say that we reach at the destination at the last stair. At that time this is our count value, because we can count the one way. Okay, so that's why I'm returning 1. Otherwise what we can say that we can take the 3 step, guys. Like I am writing here 3 steps. So this is our recursive function. So in this, what I am doing here, if our number of stair n is equal to 4, then what I am doing here, n minus 1 means the value of here is I can take the 1 step. Meaning of this is I am taking the 2 steps, and meaning of this is I am taking here 3 steps, because I am minus the 3 value from our total steps. The meaning of this is I am subtract the 2 steps from our total steps, and meaning of this is I am minus the 1 step. This is our single step. Okay, and we are counting like we are calling the recursive function. So how it is work, so I am explaining here, guys, for your understanding. If our n value is 4, n value is 4, at that time, like we are calling our method here, and our method is goes after it to this position. Okay, so I am, this is printing mistake, drawing. So after that, our method is calling here. At first time our n value is 4, guys. Okay, n value is 4. Then after it, our loop is like our function is running. If our n value is less than 0, but our n value is 4, it is greater than 0, if condition is not going, and this if condition is also not happened because n is not equal to 0, we are come on this position, we call the recursive function. So what happened at here, we have 3 methods here, count weighs first plus second plus 3. So we create the 3 lines here. Okay, after the drawing this, you understand very well what is happening in this question. Okay, so in first step, guys, you can see here count weighs. This count weighs function I am writing with the help of f. Okay, so understand count weighs, this is meaning of this is count weighs f. And what I am doing here, n minus 1. So what is the meaning of n? N is 4. So n minus 1 is f of 3. Okay, we can say that. And after that, there are plus symbol and we not written any n value. We not defined yet because first of all, we solve this one. Then after we can come on these two methods. So I am writing here as simple that is given to us. F of n minus 2. N minus 2. And after that, one more method is here. F of n minus 3. Okay. So this is here. Okay, guys. After that, you can see here, we solve the first of all this method. So again, our n value is f of 3. So we call the method for the n value is 3. So when our n value is 3, so you can see that here, n value is not less than 0 and n is not equal to 0. At that time, again recursive call and again 3 lines are created for these 3 methods. So what we can write here? We can simply draw the 3 lines here. Second, and this is third one. Okay, guys. So here what we can write here, the first of all count weighs n minus 1. So what is our n value here? N value is 3. So 3 minus 1 is here is f of 2. So we first of all solve this method. After that we can take these two. Then I avoid the solving of this. I am writing here simple like this. So f of n minus 2, n minus 2 and third one is f of n minus 3. F of n minus 3. Okay, guys. So after that, f of 2 here. So I am calling the method again. So f value is now 2 here, guys. F value is now 2. So we are calling our method for the n2. So now our n value is 2. So our n is less than 0. No, our n is 2. This is not true and this is also not true. N is not equal to 0. After that, recursive function is again calling. At that time, we are again draw the 3 lines for our 3 methods. So f of 2, we solve this. The value of n is 2. So n minus 1 is 1. So f of 1 here. Okay, guys. F of 1. And first of all, we solve this. And after that, we are solving these two methods. So I am writing here same because first of all, we solve this. So f of n minus 2 and again here plus f of n minus 3. Okay, guys. So I am changing the color. So now our f1, our value is 1 here. So we are calling for the f of 1. So when we are calling for the 1, then again there are like we check this condition. If n is less than 0, no, n is greater than 0. N is equal to 0. No, n is not equal to 0 because n is 1. So we are calling the recursive function again. So again draw the 3 lines. Okay, guys. So when I draw the 3 lines, then the meaning of this first one is n minus 1 means 1 minus 1 is 0. F of 0. F of 0 and plus f, f of n minus 2 and after that plus of f of, sorry for the writing, I am writing with the mouse, n minus 3. Okay, so this is happen here. So guys, now this is so interesting. So now our f value is f of n value is 0. So this is reach our base condition. You can see here when it call for the value 0. So I am changing the color. So when it call for the 0 value, then count weighs f of 0. Then this is 1 and after that this is 0. So if n is less than 0, no, n is equal to 0. Then this is our if condition is working. If our n is equal to 0, then return 1. So our this method answer is 1. So we are returning the result of this method is 1. So we get the 1 value from this method, f of 0. Okay. After that, this is solved and we return some value. Then we can call the second function. Sorry for this. Okay. Then we can call the second one. Like I said this. So guys, you can see here, this is our f of 0 is solved. After that, in the plus sign, you can see here f of n minus 2. So what is the value of n here? So we are taking the value of n from its parents. So what is the parent of n minus 2? This function, okay? Because the dividation of the three parts is come from the upper one. So this is our parent. So n minus 2, we get the value of n is from this value n. N is here 1. So value of n is 1. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So when we call this function for the minus 1, then you can see here guys, if our n is less than 0, then we return simple value 0. So this function is returning value 0. And for the this function also, you can see here n minus 3. So what is the value of n here? N is value is same 1. So n minus 3 is minus 2. So when our f call for the minus 2, then you can see here n value is less than 0 because n is minus 2, then return 0. So this method is also return 0. After that, there are plus symbol between the all three methods, then 1 plus 0 plus 0. So the combination of all is 1. So we are returning our 1 to this f of 1. So f of 1 is returning 0 value. Okay guys, understand? After that, this function is solved because this returns some value. Sorry, value of this is 1 here. Because the combination of 100 is 1 and we return the value of to the parent is 1. We returning the 1 value here. Okay. So guys, remember this. F of 1 return 1 value. So after it, this function is done. After that, we can say that we are solving this function. Okay. So when we solve this, so what is the n value here? N minus 2. N minus 2. So what is the value of n here? We ask to the parent. So the value of n is 2. 2 minus 2 is here is 0. So this function is f of 0. So guys, you know very well, the value of f of 0 we already solved. So you can see here, this is f of 0. So what is the return of f of 0? The return of f of 0 is 1. So we are taking the value from here. So f of 0 is it returning the value 1. So you can also solve this like there are three more lines is created here, like it return the one value because we are calling for f of 0. When f of 0 is called, then n is equal to 0, then return 1. So that's why I'm writing here 1 because we have already solved at this position f of 0. So guys, this is also solved. After that, plus symbol and n minus 3. So what is the value of n here? We ask to the parent. So n value is 2 and 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So guys, any negative number f of minus 1, for the, you know very well, for the minus 1, if n is less than 0, then we can simply return the 0 because we are going the beyond of our stair. So this method is returning 0. So the combination of the total this method is 1 plus 1 plus 0 is returning 2. So this 2 is returned to this parent function. Okay. So f2 is returning 2 value. F1 is returning 1 and f of 0 is returning 1. Okay guys. So after that, this method is solved and now we are checking for the this one. Okay, this is solved. After that, n minus 2. So what is the value of n here? We ask to the parent. The value of n here is 3. So the value of this method is 3 minus 2 is 1. So this is, you can say that this is f of 1. So we solved already. F of 1 value is, you can see here, f of 1 return 1. So we can write here result of f of 1 is 1. And also you can solve like f of 1, then it create 3 lines for the 1 of 0 and again 2 lines for these type of two functions. And then again recursive calls So we already solved for the one. That's why I am writing here result. After that, this is also solved. Then there are one more method here, f of n minus 3. So what is the value of n here? We ask to the parent. So value of n here is 3. So 3 minus 3 here is 0. So this is method is f of 0. So you know very well, we already solved f of 0 value is 1, returning 1. And we are also solved here, the value of f of 0 is 1. So this method is returning 1 value. Okay, so the combination of the whole method is 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4. So the 4 value is returned to this f of 3. Okay, we are get the 4 result here. After that, guys, this method is solved, and we now take this method f of n minus 2. So what is the n value here? We ask to the parent. So the parent value is n is 4. So 4 minus 2 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2, sorry. So this is f of 2, and we, you know very well, we already solved the value for f of 2. So where is solved? This is our f of 2. Okay, and what is the return f of 2? F of 2 return 2 value. Okay, so the result of this method is 2 here, guys. Okay, you can see here f of 2 returning 2 value, because after these trees it return the 2 values. So this is also solved. After that, the last method is f of n minus 3. So what is the value of n here? N value is 4 here, because parent is 4. So 4 minus 3 is, this is nothing else, this is only f of 1. So we are called for f of 1. So we have already solved for f of 1. So what is the value of f of 1? So you can see here f of 1 value returning only 1. So I am written here the result of f of 1. So when I combine these things, 4 plus 2 plus 1, 4 plus 2 plus 1. So this is 4, 2 plus 1, 7. So this f of n for the 4 value, it return the value 7. Okay, guys. So that's why if our number of stair is 4, then our number of ways is 7. Okay, that's why I am writing here 7, and that I explain you to in this, like there are 7 ways. One is 111, 112, 211, 121, 13, and 31 and 22, like these. This is, guys, our recursive calls. So hope you understand the whole code, that how it is work. So this is our whole code. We returning the count base n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3. So this type of tree is created after the call of recursive. So thank you so much, guys. If you understand, then okay. If you have any doubt, then you can ask in the comment section also. And if you like the video, then you can like. And if you like the more, then you can subscribe the channel. So thank you so much, guys. मिलते हैं किसी न्यू वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए बाय.